right. But yeah, I think I got one I'm making for a different podcast. When I find it, I'm gonna let you hear it. You probably just take that one.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Five, four, three, two.
I don't know. What's up, y'all? It's your boy TP, Tory T Plums, all that good stuff. You know what it is today. Back at y'all with an episode. Back at y'all with another episode. I don't know. Here we got my
I don't
co-host
know, Reese.
Reese, and if you're new to the channel, go ahead and like and subscribe. All that good stuff. Stay tuned. We got some junk coming up. But let's go ahead and get right into it. Today's gonna be a touchy topic for some. They ain't gonna like me today. They gonna say I'm misogynistic. They gonna say I hate women's.
Oh
They
boy.
gonna say, they gonna say I secretly loves men's.
Oh,
That's what they gonna say.
go ahead and get into it,
Yeah,
cause
so
that one just.
Yeah. So, all right. This thing that's been very popular oncoming in this new 21st century. Are we in the 21st century?
That's what they say.
Yeah, 21st century. Um, this sexual liberation thing. Um, I think it's gone a little bit too far. Um, we got everybody feels like not everybody, but this generation people feel like it's okay to post all their sexual thoughts and sexual escapades and stuff online, and like without any type of modesty. They leave nothing to the imagination. They just sexual liberate. I'm sexually free means I got to be naked. Like,
Mm.
what do you think about that, man? Uh-oh.
I think it's crazy because the same individual do that um, demands respect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like how do you expect us to respect you when you don't seem to expect yourself? We're gonna give you what you putting out. You know, most of us, some of us, just gonna be a little bit more modest with it. I mean, we're not gonna be as attacking with it, but we're gonna give you what you're putting out. So yeah, it's dumb.
It's very stupid. There was this trend. I don't be on TikTok like that, but I'm on YouTube and I see a lot of people do reactions to like a bunch of TikTok compilations. And this thing that I've been seeing is women go to the gym. Women will go to the gym in the most provocative gym outfit they can find, and just so that men can look at them and they can record men looking at them and call them creeps and say they make them uncomfortable.
They don't care either. I'm gonna tell you what. I used to go to Planet Fitness. I used to go to Planet Fitness, right? And first of all, they made a rule that the men couldn't go in there and you couldn't go in there and lift weights in a wife beater. But the girls was coming in there looking like they was in boy shorts or panties and a top up here, and
Mm-hmm.
you could see they knuckle, and it's like no get back. One girl come in there, she had a see through shirt on. Nothing was said. Everything was cool. I was driving by L.A. Fitness. Kid you not, man. It's about 4 years ago. L.A. Fitness, not 4 years ago, but before the pandemic. This girl walking out of the gym naked, all the way, all the way. Nobody said nothing. Everybody looked and just kept riding.
Yeah, it's a different world we live in, man. It's to me, it's the stupidest thing in the world. Like, you're going to the gym for attention. When you get the attention you're looking for, you want to shame people for giving you the attention that you was looking for.
I seen a couple clips like that too.
Yeah, it's the stupidest thing in the world. So men got to the point where men were going to the gym and they were complaining about they don't feel comfortable at the gym because these women just come here to do these thirst traps. And if you get like if they gonna put me on camera and put me out there and like I can't get a good workout in because they just sitting in the way wasting time. And it's like offense farming.
Right.
They're farming for offense so that they can go viral and be a victim, because being a victim is like super convenient.
Popular. Yeah.
It's like a it's like a good thing to be a victim these days, which is crazy to work to me. Which tells me that these people don't know what it really feels like to be a victim of something.
No.
They try to empathize with everybody, say, "Oh, we understand. Y'all don't know what it's like." Clearly, they don't either, because they're trying to be a victim of something. Being a victim is not a comfortable. It's not a good feeling to be a victim.
Right.
So like, it's some weird mentality that's engraved in some of these people, and it's honestly sick to say. It's honestly sick to see. I don't know what to say about it.
I don't either, man.
I think that we got to bring Shane back, man. I think we got to bring back Shane. Like, I don't know what other way to put it. Like, everybody's made everything acceptable, and that's the problem. Like, used to make people feel bad about doing bad things.
Yeah.
Now you make them feel good about it. What is the point?
Too much of us like the bad stuff nowadays too.
But here's the
That's
thing.
crazy.
It's okay to like. Well, it's not okay, but it's normal to have desires or whatever the case may be. Like, to have eye candy and see something that you like and want it. But at the very end of the day, like, that's stuff that should be and should remain cut off for the privacy of your personal life. It's not something that should be public news or public information or public disclosures of any of this stuff.
Right.
So like,
you saying, okay, man, it's cool. Just do it with a standard.
Yeah, like everybody likes sex.
Put it in the back. Yeah.
Everybody likes sex.
They want it out in the open though.
Yeah. But sex is something that should be reserved for the privacy of your bedroom. That's like saying, because when somebody say, "Oh, this woman around here walking around naked," and you like, "Man, why is she doing that?" And they be like, "Don't you like it?"
But it made it about being proud of their body. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not ashamed. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's the weirdest. I feel like
that's a cover up cop out. They want to be naked for attention. They want attention. That's all it is to it. Like that whole.
I'm not ashamed. Be free.
Yeah, they want to be naked for attention. That is the moral of the story. I don't care what anything else they talking about. Oh, we don't do it for men. We don't do it for. So why you got OnlyFans?
And then did this right. This sounds. I got a daughter, and I have my battles with her about this stuff too. But it's interesting to me is she'll walk out. Well, she'll try to walk out half naked. But then when she come home, she got on all these big moo-moos. She'll cut on the fan just to get up under the cover. I have on all these different type of coverings on. That's like, well, if you're comfortable like that, what possessed you to walk out the house? Well, try to walk out the house any other way. And man, it probably goes with the attention thing too. Seeking validation, maybe want to be liked by boys, because that's what's out there.
It is, and I think shame is a good thing. Not all the way, but like I think shame is good with boundaries. Like, when somebody's doing something in the moment, I think it's okay to make them feel bad about it. I do.
Okay.
Okay.
Do. The real moment, though. The real moment. Okay, put yourself. You say scenario, right? Jim. And you see one, and she your type. How would you approach that?
Now the thing is, I automatically know she's not my type. She could look like the ideal woman that I dreamed of, but the fact of the matter is, presentation is important. So like, I think that she ain't my type. Upstairs, physically, she may be everything I'm looking for, but like, I just know, like, she's the type of woman that'll get you caught up in some. Well,
this that's why I'm asking the question, because, and that is kind of, I got a follow-up question after that, because you got women out here that's doing that, and most of, especially the dudes, we like it. You know what I'm saying? We know it's wrong, but we women, we really look at you as just fun when you do that. You ain't no wifey, right? But who? My follow up question to that, Will, since we have that situation going on where most of these women that's doing that, they attractive to us. Now we don't want to wife them up, but they're attractive. Who should be doing the shaming? Well, should it be the dudes, or should it be an elderly woman, another girl? Who should it be?
I got a perfect answer for you.
Okay.
It ain't perfect, but it's my answer. They should be getting shamed by the consequences of their results of their actions. So the results of their actions should shame them.
So the same thing we get, if we was to do that, they should get.
No. So if you being out there promoting yourself as promiscuous,
Okay.
and somebody treats you as promiscuous, and they leave you to that promiscuity after they deal with you, they had their fun with you, but they give you nothing else. That action should shame you, and then you should feel like, especially because it hurts when you want the dude or you want the girl, and then they leave you. So,
but being a HOE or 304 is the thing now.
That's why, because it ain't no shame. It ain't no shame. Girls used to be embarrassed if somebody leaked their nudes and junks out there. Now they don't care. They do it themselves.
Right. Yeah, especially if they find they get paid for it.
So there is no shame no more. There's absolutely none. And
it's gonna go back to the household thing. This gonna go back to the household thing. Another problem throughout. Well, and this not just a black issue.
Yeah, it's because you got these weirdos with the blue. Because you got these weirdos with purple wigs and piercings all over their face and all these weird things outside protesting, pulling out their breastises, talking about some, we are free, my body, my choice. All that weird junk. And
he say breastises.
And they be just, you know what I'm saying, they ruining it for everybody. And then people, which sucks to me, people are actually adopting this bull crap. And then they're following the lead, and then, you know what I'm saying, it's just sad to see, man. Like this whole feminism, liberal, left wing junk is gone too far, man.
Right.
We have freedom of choice to do what we want to do, but there's also governance. There's also societal standards. There's also etiquette. There's a time and a place for everything.
The problem with societal standard is it always shifts. It's gonna always be a shift. It might not be a big one, but it's always gonna be a shift from anything that was originally the moral standard. You know, you talking about something that the society deems as a standard of living. That's gonna shift. It's just like what they tried to do with the. I'm not the controversial one. You will, so I don't want to bring.
No.
I don't want to bring it.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? But the pronoun joint. You know what I'm saying? I think that had to be the weirdest thing they allowed to ever happen with us. A child to say that they're a cat, and we can't call them a child because they say they're a cat. The woman thing. What's the men that are transgenders? They're women, but the actual women are called cis women.
Mm-hmm. Listen,
it's like that's the
look
thing.
Look at me. If he was born with a Hemi, I'm gonna call him Timmy. Okay. If she was born with a give me something. Let me out here.
A nookie? I'm gonna call her Cookie.
There we go. There you go.
If he was born with a rod, I'm gonna call him Ty.
There you go. She was born with a pole. I mean,
I'm gonna call her a hoe.
I was supposed to say a hole. I'm gonna call her Nicole, but
a hole. I'm gonna call her Nicole.
But if she was born with a pole, then she ain't a she.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
so you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't playing that game with you. I'm sorry. I refuse. I refuse to lie to myself to make you feel better.
and that was like that was a nat. It wasn't for everybody, so I'm not confusing that, but it's like on a national scale, they wanted to make us stupid,
And they succeeded.
right?
They succeeded.
Like,
Because
like,
because
yo.
because I'm criticized all the time for saying this is stupid. Nothing in anything ever proves this junk to be correct.
Mm-mm.
But we keep fighting, and black people, I hate to say it, y'all, I love us, but we fought and took on all the wrong issues, y'all. Especially y'all women. They done conned y'all into taking on their fights. Because they done told y'all, see, y'all been impressed. Y'all know how it is, and y'all still fighting every day against oppression. So we're impressed now, so please help us. And then once they get in a position of power, they abandon y'all. They abandon everything that y'all was working towards and say, shoot, appreciate it, suckers. And then they take y'all spots. Now they beating y'all up in wrestling matches.
Yeah.
Now they beating y'all in track meets and swim competitions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so ladies,
See how you feel about that?
ladies, I love y'all. Stop fighting their fights.
Our week was running over there to them and winning.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I love y'all, ladies. Stop fighting their battles. Fight your battle.
Right.
Fight your battle.
Right.
Lead them people to they crazy. Because once you align with them, you're crazy too.
And but that's the thing too. Like, why didn't they just create a side sport? If they was gonna do it, why don't you just create a side sport for just them?
You know why? D-I-E. No.
DEI.
DEI.
Ain't that a racial thing though?
Diversity, equity, and inclusion. So what it is,
it's not. Yeah, I got you.
everybody wants to be included and represented in everything. So instead of saying, okay, you can be included in sports, you just have to go to the trans league. It's like, no, I'm a woman now, so I belong with women. And at this point, y'all, they done made it a thing. They made it acceptable.
But
so,
you're
so
not
who's to
gonna
tell them
stop.
now?
You're not gonna. I know they was trying to stop that. Okay, but let's look at it. What happens when one of them get in trouble, right? So I think one of they sent some of them, the trans women,
They sent
to the women.
They sent
But
the,
will
the
you
men to the women's prison because they said they was trans.
So what about sending the women to a man's prison? You're not gonna stop the double standard. And you know what I'm saying? It's like you might as well just leave it alone. If you can't fix it all the way,
that's
through-
that's the horror.
Yeah.
In opening that Pandora's box, because it doesn't stop there.
right?
It doesn't
It's gonna
stop where
keep
you
going.
intended. It's always, and when you start changing the rules for the mass, for the minor, everything gets skewed, and you give power to creeps. You give power to weirdos,
Right.
And you take power away from the people that represent most
Right.
of society.
Right.
So when you have like all these new rules, like we talked about, the kid that said she's a cat now.
Right.
So I need a litter box in the girls' bathroom. Guess what the school did? They put a litter box in the
Right.
girls' bathroom.
Then and they was about to. Didn't they get rid of the teacher who told her she wasn't?
I think so. It was some sort of discipline for the people that said that had sense. It was discipline for the people that had sense, y'all. I need y'all to grasp this. This is why I be saying what I be saying. They have successfully made us stupid. And now, guess what? I could be transracial now. I'm not a black man no more. I'm white now. Sorry.
That don't work though.
I ain't. Nah, I'm white. Sorry. This hair that you looking at, this black grain hair.
Right.
Sorry, this is straight white hair.
Right.
Straight from the Caucasus Mountains of Caucasus.
Well, you can't say Caucasus. All Caucasus wasn't white.
Whatever, nigga.
I said Caucasus.
Whatever. Anyways, I'm now. First of all, I ain't 5'10" no more. 5'11". I'm 6'12".
Yeah.
I'm 6'12" now,
And you 20.
and I'm 20 years old, and I'm Asian, white, Indian. Can't you see? Can't you tell? Can you tell?
You know what I was worried about though? When they were switching all that stuff, I was worried that eventually, they was gonna get round to saying, because they born like this. You feel me? I was scared that they was gonna eventually get round to the pedophiles and eventually make it legal for them to start dating minors. I know in the sense, I think it's by consent now, right?
I don't know, but I'm gonna say this. You remember when I said shame? They used to shame folk. They used to shame pedophiles, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was no let up on them at all.
Right.
Pedophiles. You go to jail as a pedophile, they beat you down.
Right.
You know what they're trying to change pedophile? What they're calling them now?
What?
Minor attracted people. You ain't a pedo no more. You're a minor attracted person. So when you start to coddle the worst of people, and then the people
That's a deep hole, man.
People that actually make sense, you tell them that they're intolerant, hateful, all these other things, and you give power to the people to be criminals.
Right.
Like, what world are we living in?
That only work because they ain't thinking about the other side. They ain't thinking about the negative.
Oh no, believe me, they have. The people that put this together, they thought about this from the very jump.
Well, yeah, I can figure that, but
I'm talking about
the people who co-signed.
They got everybody else so fooled into this stupid level of tolerance and hate and junk. When you tell somebody that you don't agree with them, you hate them. They got everybody so fooled in to be scared to speak their minds that everybody just lets it slide until because this was the popular saying. Oh, I mean, it don't affect my life, so whatever. Guess what? Now it does.
Yeah.
Now it does because you let it.
It's gonna always if it's a societal thing, a societal issue of any kind, it's gonna affect you. It's gonna affect your nephews. If you have children, it's gonna affect your children. It's gonna affect everything around you. It's just what it is. It's societal, and that comes with a level of engineering that I'm sorry, everybody can't get away from. I got kids. I raised my kids to, and in my view, I'm thinking the most righteous way possible, man. But they still reaching for what society says. You know what I'm saying? And you can't really stop it. All you could do is try to guide them. You know what I'm saying? But those influence creeps in. You ain't gonna get away. You ain't gonna get away from it. So enough of us got to start taking a stand against some of this stuff, for real.
And you know what's crazy as well? It's back to what I said. People are victim farming because you remember that you remember Jesse Smollett.
Empire.
When he fabricated this whole thing.
His name is Smollett or Smollett.
Don't care. but
Jesse Smollett.
Yeah, him fabricate hate crimes against
himself.
Gay people. Yeah, against himself to try to say
Correct.
This is what happened to gay people. We're victims.
That was his reason. It was for the whole LGBTQ.
He still maintains the fact that really happened. So he's not letting off. But he ruined his entire career trying to victim farm.
Yes, he gets go home. I mean, hey, he gonna roll with it.
And the fact of the matter is, like, this is what they do to try to obtain power.
Did he hold up a fist when he was walking out the courtroom?
Probably. Because they understand that in this day and age, being a victim is power. So this is how they farm power. We gonna fabricate some crimes against us, and they gonna feel bad for us, and then boom, we got them.
Yeah.
There was a more recent case of this. I can't think of it right now. Jesus. Dang. There was a recent case of this. There was a don't remember. I think there was some judge or attorney or somebody that fabricated some racist crimes against them in their office. A rope, a noose. Somebody put a noose on their desk, so they said. And it turns out this person put the noose on their desk so that they can claim being a victim of racial
The judge put the news.
It was, I don't know if it was a judge. I don't know if it was somebody that worked. It was somebody that worked in the office, and they did this. Some lady that did this. She put a noose on her desk to try to make people think that some racist folk was trying to threaten her, or whatever the case may be. So when people go to these levels to try to be a victim of something, it's sick, because they clearly don't know what it feels like to be a victim for real. And then all the real victims out here should be offended. All the real victims out here should be like, man, what? Y'all think this is a joke? And I just don't understand how people think they're helping with these sick stunts.
That went over. That's beyond me right there. You did it to yourself.
I'm telling you, man, it's crazy out here. There's so much more cases of this stuff that happens, and I be seeing it. I'm gonna start making some notes on it. I'm gonna start making some pointers, because there's way too many examples of this crap happening, and people just like, we need punishment for liars, man. We do. We need punishment for that stuff. Even all these accusations. If somebody accuses a black man of something, the black man's automatically deemed guilty.
Right.
Automatically deemed guilty. Don't care what she lied about. Don't care what she said. He's guilty.
He guilty.
And the fact of the matter is, even after proving his innocence, there's still people that's gonna say, "Nah, he did it. Nah, he did it."
Right.
So, like, I mean, this is most recent. This Tory Lanez case that happened. For 2 years, it's been concluded that Tory shot Megan Thee Stallion in her foot. So apparently the commissioner in the city said, we have some daunting evidence that's going to prove Tory's innocence in this case. Mind you, he was cheating on his girlfriend with Megan Thee Stallion, but his girlfriend is Megan Thee Stallion's best friend. So his fingerprints or his finger residue, he never had gun residue on his hands. But his girl, she, for her cooperation, demanded full immunity in that trial. If you did not shoot anybody,
his girl
that he cheated on with Meg, demanded full immunity in that trial. Now, if you did not shoot, what do you need immunity from?
Right. Wow.
And now her bodyguard came out and said that he can't hold this no more. He can't take this no more. She shot Meg, not Tory. And now the commissioner of the city said, we have evidence that's going to come out in 36 hours that's going to prove this man is innocent. This man that's been locked up for almost 2 years now just got stabbed up 14 times about a week ago.
He got stabbed?
14 times got stabbed up. Right when this evidence was about to come out, he got stabbed up.
But she was saying, Meg was saying he shot him too, right?
Yeah. So a lot of things are becoming uncovered, and this is a problem. People are forcing us to choose sides. People said, I seen somebody say, if you're not Team Meg, let me know so I can unfollow you now. I'm like, why are we choosing sides of people we don't even know? We weren't there.
Stay out the business.
You know what I'm saying?
And your vote don't count anyway.
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
It's become like black men are guilty regardless. And I mean,
we guilty on sight.
And then, like, I just hate this victim mentality that we have as a people. Yes, they did us wrong. Yes, we are still being done wrong a lot of the times. But I'm not walking around calling myself a victim. I'm not walking around conducting myself as a victim. Conducting yourself as a victim gives your oppressors power.
That's true.
The longer you sit around and mope and complain about being done wrong about something, the more time you sit around not doing anything productive for your life.
And also, you not being done wrong 100% of the time.
Yeah.
You have certain instances where this happens.
For sure. And everybody has moments where they feel like they've been done wrong about something.
Right.
So sitting around moping and complaining this stuff as like, oh, woe is me type of stuff, that is doing nothing for your production.
Right.
That is doing nothing for your self improvement, and all it's doing is pity partying. Nobody want to be a part. Even the people that feel bad for you, at some point they stop caring. At some
Right.
point they stop. All right,
Right.
okay,
Right.
and we get it now. Okay. So like that moping victim mentality bull. Like I'm not saying ignore stuff that happens, but don't sit around and make your identity a victim.
Right. You guys just don't understand.
Yeah, like you got all the 2 times to cry to me about something.
Right. I just do understand that. Ain't nobody telling you how you should feel about what you're going through, or how you should feel, or how much time
I am. No, I'm just playing.
take you to get over. But if you are struggling with something and it was traumatizing enough for you to hold it for years, go get some help. Go get some help.
Like Michael Jordan said, seek some help.
Go get some help, really.
Yeah, man. But all in all, I started on this and I'll return to this. I think we need to bring shame back. I think we need to bring consequences back for stuff. I think people need to be made to feel bad about doing bad stuff. I'm waiting on someone to interrupt our conversation.
I was about to put him out,
but it's not happening. So
Right,
it's
right.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just waiting, bro. I'm just waiting on somebody to interrupt our
Yeah,
conversation.
what you feel about that, man? You think we just start just shaming folk?
Like they did in Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Shame.
I think we shouldn't. I think there should be a level of accountability for people's actions. Some of the things people do are a little crazy, you can say, or a little off the wall. But as far as just like straight up like shaming, I don't know.
I guess what you seeing what we mean about shaming.
So what is holding somebody accountable to you?
I think it depends on the situation. As far as y'all was talking about some things, but as far as
Let's go back to the what we started talking about first. The nudity.
The sexual
Right,
liberation joint?
Yeah. Yeah. You see, you been to the gym. You got experiences with that in your gym?
yeah, and I personally don't like that. I thought the gym was a place for working out, and you find a lot of people showing off their body, and then you can even say if you look their way, they give you this look like a why you looking at me?
Right.
But it's more so like why you not working out? You dress like this?
Yeah.
So, but as far as shaming people, my problem with it is how many people will you hurt and how many people will you help? So it's a thin line. Some people may not take it as you trying to help.
That is not the sound I was going for. I was going for the ring sound when you hit the My bad.
Ding, ding, ding.
That is not the sound I was going for. Is this one? Nope, that ain't it either.
I get what you're saying. So it's not so much that you saying don't do it. You saying maybe how I guess it need to be a way to approach it.
Yes.
Boom! Let me tell you something.
How would you approach something like that? Like it's your duty too, cause you a preacher.
Yeah, but,
Yes.
we say correction without love is abuse.
Okay.
So it's how you do it. I think you should give people the knowledge, but it's ultimately up to them. If they don't listen to you, then like I'm not gonna run you down and say you shouldn't be doing that. Stop it now. And stuff like that. I think that's not my job. But
So you would just be like, "Hey, young lady, your stuff's hanging out."
I think as a man, it can be very hard to approach a woman in that way, because they can look at it as, nigga, you trying to talk to me, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like you ain't necessarily trying to help me, you trying to hit on me. So I think, but then it's hard because I'm not gonna say there's not men and women that respect themselves. That's far from the truth. But what woman will go up to a younger woman and let her know, like, hey,
It's kind of far fetched to think that'll happen.
yeah, no, yeah.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Here's how you hold them accountable. Here's how you shame them. Ignore them. Straight up ignore them. Just straight up pretend like they're not there. And eventually they'll start to feel that because
Act disgusted.
yeah, literally. Listen. You have to make people feel bad for doing bad things, man. The more we try to coddle people, the less they're going to fix what they're doing, man. You have to feel bad about it. Like David, right? David did some terrible things. Didn't he feel bad about it?
Who was David?
David in the Bible.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I went scripture wrong.
Go ahead, yeah.
Didn't he feel bad about it?
Yes, he did.
Exactly.
Yes, he did. He felt very bad.
He felt very bad. But yeah, like, listen, man. When Paul was over
and
there,
then the prophet went to him and was like, he did it and it was smooth now. I guess that's what you saying. You know how he was like, how he approached him in the form of like he had got a prophecy, and it almost like he was talking about another man, and then David was like, yeah, man, that dude need to die. That dude need to die, and he was like, that man is you.
yeah, even Job, who ain't do nothing wrong, when he was going through his trials, all his homies was telling, well, you must have did something
wrong. No, well, the wrong was in his mind. He didn't physically do something wrong.
But it was after that. It was after he already got he started.
No, it was before all that. His problem is not the way the scripture said it, but his issue was that he had a heightened sense of self-righteousness. Like he was making statements like the creator couldn't even search his heart and find a spot on him.
Before he went through anything?
No, that was his thought. He was just expressing his thought when his friends were coming up to him and it was like, yo, you did something for this that happened to you.
Right.
And he was like, nah, when he went on his rant, he was like, the Most High can look through my life and see I'm clean.
But the thing is, the Bible did say Job was perfect.
It did say he was perfect, but perfect in what sense?
He was an upright man. He was a...
You got it. When you look at perfection and that word, it don't really take on what we...
Like, he was an upright man. He was an upright man. Like...
But does upright mean perfect?
The word they use was perfect.
In translation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he was thinking really that he was so pure that the creator himself couldn't find a spot on him. So his issue was a sense of self-righteousness. So the Most High started challenging him. And was like, okay, well, since you know all this, you tell me, were you there when the stars was laid? Tell me what the moon and stars was singing when at the point of creation. Tell me about all this stuff. Tell me about, I think it was in chapter 40 or something. I forget how many chapters, but that's when he did the whole little apology thing. But he didn't have a problem.
Yeah,
he got corrected.
And then by
a young man. You don't remember that part of the story? You remember because his equal was arguing with him most part, but there was a younger guy that was sitting there just observing the argument, and he stood up and he expressed where both of them was they were both right, but they was both wrong.
It
ain't got to be about Bible, but go ahead.
It's clicking somewhere.
Yeah.
Fact of the matter is, when you do something wrong, feel bad about it. When Paul was writing all these letters to the churches, he wasn't saying, hey, guys, you need to chill out, guys, I don't think you're doing the best thing,
You right.
He made them feel bad about it.
You right. But the issue, since we going biblical now, is everybody think that some of the stuff he was saying was giving permission to the foolishness that we see today. And that's an interpretational issue. It's not what he was actually saying. You know what I'm saying? So you got two ways. Mainly you got jokers who saw something wrong, and then they tried to find something in the Bible to justify why they doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? And then so now these issues that we talking about that they're happening, they also in the church.
I mean, yeah, like
yeah.
I mean, women preachers is one thing.
Oh boy, you finna go.
I ain't make it up. I ain't make the
You
rules.
finna.
That was one thing. Then it was the issue with speaking tongues. There was a lot of things that's controversial in today's church
Right,
that directly goes against what Paul was saying.
right.
Um,
But they'll go and try to find little pieces.
right.
You know.
So I mean, that's a topic for a whole other day. We ain't talking about that right
Yeah.
now. But the truth of the matter is, speaking of, since we segued over there and we was talking about shame and all that other stuff, you seen B Simone that did her little prayer meetup with Chunk?
I didn't see it. I seen something they posted of her. It was a suit or something
She was wearing booty shorts. Some shirt. The outfit was hideous. It was terrible. It was,
Yeah, I seen that.
and then she had on a big suit jacket and a tie.
Right.
But booty shorts in her prayer conference thing. And people seriously defending her. They love to use this baby Christian that, baby Christian this junk. The Bible that I read said, if you're in Christ, you're a new creature. Behold, all things are become new. Old things have passed away. Mm-hmm. I ain't said it in the right order, but it said
right,
that.
Right.
So this whole baby Christian thing, she didn't know. Who don't have, somebody said something smart. They said she wouldn't go to a job interview like that. She has that type of discernment.
That's true. What you talking?
I agree.
Hey, man. Just interrupt, man.
I agree that people should definitely be careful of what they wear. Proclaiming to being a Christian. But my question is, do you not think that God can still move and do his thing despite of what she had on in the place that she had it on?
Listen. God can use a stone. It doesn't mean that stone's going to heaven. Okay? God can use the king. Didn't he harden a king's heart to fulfill the purpose that he needed to fulfill? Right. Don't mean that king was in God's will and went to heaven.
And he killed the king.
It don't just because you can be used by God doesn't mean that you're right. And it doesn't mean that that's an excuse to do whatever you want to do. Right. He used you in spite of that. But that's not the purpose is to not continue to do that. Just because God can use you, God can use. I was about to take it left. But God can use whoever and whatever he wants. It doesn't mean he likes that person. Doesn't mean he approves of that person. It doesn't mean it's okay. So we got to stop using that junk, man. And she knew what she was doing.
That's true.
She's a PK. She grew up in the church.
Because eventually, I think the thing is that I think also going with the come as you are, the same thing along with your question. The issue, I believe, is not whether or not a person can be used. It's that once you set a foundation, because people flock to a sense of power in that sense. So she pray, girl, you powerful. You need to go start a church. Oh, girl, you powerful. You need to keep on doing this. Well, from a morality sense, what would she create if she stay like that and keep praying?
As far as with Taya?
No, just the whole sense, because that come from some way. That is I ain't never met nobody that realistically that is spotless virtue wise, but addressed like that.
You think the woman that dressed in church not dressed appropriate?
At large, no.
So what's the difference?
Here's the thing, man. This my problem with people when it comes to arguments, man. If we talk about something, let's stay right there. We talking about her. We not gonna do the he say she did he do this, but why can't I do that? She was dressed inappropriately.
Right.
That's the fact of the matter. When we always deflect things, we always miss the real issue.
Right.
We cannot keep deflecting on everything once something's brought up to be a problem no more.
But we don't know the relationship with her and God. I do agree with you as it's a very bad look and it's very, It's a very bad look to be dressed in. I haven't saw it, but if she was dressed in booty shorts and it's like a prayer meet, that's very distracting. That is very it's a very bad thing to do because the focus is off of God, and the more so it's focused on her. And if not, if they only talking about look what she had on, and not talking about oh man, look what God did for me while I was there, that can become a problem. So I can see the problem.
You know, that's that's an interesting thing to be even talked about though. It's like, okay, so when we see somebody that's being used by God, that's being used, but
They're above criticism, I guess.
huh?
I guess they're above criticism. Everybody's above
You
criticism.
know, and but they what they even something as simple as an appearance or whatever else. Because, like I said before, it's likely. I've never seen a person that is going to dress like that, but be virtuous at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like when we get those times, are we not to worry about this and just worry about the move of God, but not culturally what would she create or and maybe not her, just any person who does something similar to that. Are we not to worry about what they're gonna create just because they had one move of God?
I think we have to be careful, and that's when because it's like you can say anybody can go out and profess Jesus and do things. They can say they're doing things in the name of the Lord, and many people can. But on the other side, a lot of it is fake. You can say we live in
Fake.
we live in a
Oh,
water.
I got what you're saying.
Yeah, we live in a water time now where many people will come saying that, hey, this is Jesus, or what I'm doing is in the name of God, but it's truly far from that, and you can tell
By what?
by what they
Nope.
produce.
But what is that called?
What's that?
Fruit.
Yeah, you can tell by their fruit, So I guess you could say only time can would tell, what did she produce from this? But as far as now, only thing we get is I guess backlash. So you can say
Well, it's not
we can't necessarily
right.
say like
Yes, we can.
we can't necessarily say what she did was wrong. We can.
What you mean, like the dress?
Yes, we can. That.
You talking about the dress code or the prayer thing? What you referring to? What part?
The prayer thing, I would say, just like gathering people and praying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's an amazing thing, but it's a very thin line between giving God glory and disrespecting Him.
I got you.
So,
So she wrong. He just said she was wrong.
No, he said we can't say if she wrong. Here's the thing.
You personally can't say.
Here's the thing. Yes, we can. So here's the thing. y'all. I think, and I'm saying y'all. I'm sorry. I'm talking to everybody. Y'all like to use this "don't judge, only God can judge me" thing, and people love taking that out of context, because, and people, what y'all don't realize, y'all fell for the trap of you can't say nothing about me. That's what it is. That's the trap of that. You can't say nothing about me.
What does it really say?
Judge righteously. if you're guilty of the same thing you're judging somebody of, guess what you are? A hypocrite. Yes. But go ahead.
It says, "Judge not that you be not judged. For with the judgment you pronounce, you will be judged, and with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. Why do you see the speck that is in your brother's eye, but you do not notice the log that is in your own eye? Or how can you say to your brother, let me take the speck out of your eye, when there is a log in your own eye? You hypocrite," what you talking about. It said, first take the log out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to take the speck out of your brother's eye. So it's kind of going over what you just said, that I can make a righteous judgment on you as long as I'm not doing the same thing you doing.
Exactly. And check this out. Here's where you take it even further. People love to who he's without sin cast the first stone. That was killing somebody, okay? That wasn't telling somebody that you're wrong. That is not the same thing as casting the stones.
He told her she was wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He said, "Who heals without sin cast the first stone." That means if you're perfect, then you be the first one to kill her. We're not killing anybody. We're telling somebody that you're wrong, and you need to fix that. Yeah. That is completely different than passing the execution sword on somebody. And that's what we need to stop falling for that trap that you can't tell nobody nothing. Because people are basically telling you, I'm above reproach. I can do whatever I want, and only God can judge me. Well, guess what? When God judges you, ain't gonna like it very much.
That is true.
So why not help our brother get it right before they deal with judgment from the Lord? And I'm not the person that's just gonna sit around and be like, I can't say nothing. I can't tell if they're
You're going to hell.
I ain't finna say that to nobody. But the thing is, I'm not finna sit around and pretend like you can't tell when somebody's right or wrong. You can, and you should, because if you're truly your brother's keeper, you will. And I made this analogy years ago. I said, if Stevie Wonder was running and you see a brick wall directly in front of him, are you going to say, it ain't my problem, I can't do nothing for him, I mean, how am I to tell him he's wrong? Or are you going to say, bro, stop, you about to hit a wall? And if he get mad at you for telling him to stop, hit a wall, that's his problem, not yours. You did what you were supposed to do. So why is that so different when you see somebody falling down a dark path and you say, y'all gotta stop this? This is y'all gonna hurt yourselves. How is that now I'm the enemy for telling you that? No, we gotta be real with people. You gotta be, when you keep coddling people for doing wrong, they're gonna keep doing it. You have to make them feel like they're doing wrong.
That's where we at today.
So that's why I'm the way that I am with stuff. Yeah, people call me a jerk. Yeah, they say I'm judgmental. I don't care. I'm trying to help you out at the end of the day. I ain't never professed to be perfect. But if somebody telling me that I'm wrong on something, I at the very least can be like, I can understand that. If I realize I'm wrong, I will apologize. Or I'm gonna be like, you know what? I need to stop that. I will repent. Because that's what you're supposed to do. We're supposed to be called to repentance because we're sinners, and every single day we should figure out how to live our lives better. It shouldn't be that I'm not ever coming to church again because they told me I was wrong. That's some bull crap. That's some you don't want to be there in the first place crap.
They don't want it in front of everybody.
Man. So I'm
off
my rap.
Open rebuke is better than secret love.
All right, y'all. This is a good episode. I don't know. I got a little passionate today, but I hear a lot of people tell me I'm judgmental. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
so that I get a little passionate when it comes to stuff like that because at the end of the day, I truly want the best for people, and I truly want to see people win, and I don't want to see nobody go to hell. And if what I say can actually bring awareness to that and help people realize that they are on the wrong track, then I'll do it. I'll take whatever it come with. It is what it is. Y'all can cancel me off YouTube tomorrow. I ain't making money anyways. But it ain't gonna shut me up. That's for sure. So, any final words?
Nah.
Any final words?
One question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you can improve on how you said it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You can always improve delivery for sure. I agree with that. And sometimes my delivery ain't perfect. I'll give you that.
It ain't never perfect.
That's true, but one thing I do refuse to do is I refuse to reward bad behavior.
Yeah.
So if it is bad, I'm going to make it appear. I'm going to match that. So that's my philosophy. I ain't gonna lie. But all right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in today. If you tuned in this long, I hope those cameras still got batteries in them. Yeah, this been an episode. I don't know. Appreciate y'all for coming through. I got my sound effects now.
He ain't gave me nothing.
Yep. Sorry. But yeah, we finna go ahead and.
Oh, I thought I did it.
We finna go ahead and get up out of here, y'all. Peace. See y'all next week.
This junk got